Next, we need to work out the project costs. So we're going to create a new tab. I'm going to call it project costs. So up here, let's do a title, project costs. And first of all, we need to work out how much we've got to pay each member of staff. So let's do a table called staff member. We need to know how many hours they worked, what their rate of pay is, and how much we've got to pay them. Cost for project. Just copy that, put that in there. Go. And to work out the hours worked, we need to do something called sum if. So basically, click on this cell, click on formulas, and then go to auto sum. We need to change this to sum if, and then click in between the parentheses there. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to the Gantt chart, and we're going to select this. So it's basically saying sum if the name is in here. Okay, write a comma, go back to the project costs, select Sarah's name, do another comma, go back to the Gantt chart, and then select everything in this column, which is total hours assigned to task. Press the tick. Okay, so that should work out Sarah's total hours for us. Drag that down to Marius down there. Now we need to change some of this because obviously that's not right. So if we look in our HADs there, we can see that a couple of things have changed that we don't want to change, namely that and that. So basically we need to change that back. So D5 to D29 this should be. Okay, and then if we check Sarah's, that should be E5 to E29. So E5 to E29. Okay, same for Terry, D5, D29, 29, and then E5, E29. Okay, so it works out how many hours. The rate of pay, we're just going to copy that, put that in there. Cost for the project will be number of hours times rate of pay. So replace the colon with an asterisk. There we go, and that's how much we've got to pay them. We can just drag that down there. Then we're going to do total staff pay, and basically click auto sum, press the tick and add all up. Okay, so there we have it. That's our staff costing table. So total staff pay £64,205.50p. So next we're going to do the total cost of solution, and some things that we need to put in there according to our set task brief. So let's scroll down there. There we go. Right, that's where we need all this information here. So software development company base fee. We've got cost of training. Cost of staff training in there. We've got things like cost of equipment upgrades, put in there. Software licensing, it's going in there. We've not got a new server. This is an ongoing cost. They've got to pay this every month. So we're not going to put it in there. We're going to put that in annual running costs, which we're going to do next. If you opt for the physical server, then you would need to put that in there because that's a one-off cost. So for now, we're going to skip that. We're going to do the cost of infrastructure next. And then project leaders pay. And also the staff pay. Okay. So software development base fee was £50,000, 50, 1, 2, 3. Project leaders pay. Okay, we need to work that out. So we'll go back to our Gantt chart. And our project Let's go to the end of that, find out how long in days our project will take. Like 106 days. So let's just put that in there for now, 106 days. How much does the project leader get paid? £200 a day. Okay, so we'll put that in there. To work that out, we do formulas, pay, times number of days. Gives us that. And then staff pay. Basically, just click on auto sum and click on the cell with total staff days. Note that this is not a merged cell. You cannot do this with a merged cell, so do not merge those cells. So we can just copy that down there. Put all these into currency format, like so. So look at that. We're going to change this because our project leader is not actually going to work for 106 days, because remember, we've got the weekend off. So how many weekends have we got? We're working for 15 weeks, 16 weeks. So that makes it 15 weekends where he's not going to get paid, or where we're not going to get paid. So 15 times 2 is 30. So let's do 106 minus 30. Will give us 76 days. The total cost of solution is all of those things added up. And then next we're going to do the annual running costs. Okay, in our annual running costs, we need a networking technician. So put that in there. We need the maintenance costs. Because we've chosen the cloud server, we have an ongoing cost. Okay, so it says so there, which is £230 per month. So let's put that in hosted cloud-based server. £230 per month for 12 months. That times that. So C23 times D23 is £2,760. So our networking technician, 22,000, 22, and maintenance cost we've got down as 2,250. That's right. Format those as currency, and then we've got total annual running costs. Again, just add that up. Okay. So we'll format that in a minute, and then the next one we need to work out is the revenue. So basically, is our client going to make a profit with this project? Okay, so we're going to start with the current annual revenue, which we're told is that much money, so I'll just call it over there. Let's get rid of the spaces. So we need to work out how much additional revenue they're going to get in the first year. This information is given up here. There we go. Okay, so our BSX group has forecast that the developing of the new digital solution will lead to an increase in average annual revenue of 8.75% in the first year, with a further increase of at least 15.5% in the second and third year. Okay, so 8.75, we need that. So first year additional revenue is 8.75%. So to work that out, we get that, and we multiply it by 0.875. Okay, so they're going to earn that much additional revenue. So total revenue year one will be that. Plus, okay, let's format that as currency, make it a bit more readable. We need to do the same for year two. So we're going to do second year additional revenue. Okay, so that was 15.5% there. So 15.5%. We'll just put that over there. Now to work that out, it's 15.5% of the current annual revenue. So select the current annual revenue and times by 0.15.5. So 0.155. And that tells us how much additional revenue that we're going to make. So then the total revenue for year 2 will be that plus that. Okay, so what we've got currently plus their additional. And then same for year 3. So again, we need to multiply that by 0.155. Okay, so we've got our total revenue there. So what we need to do now is work out the total additional revenue with solution. Total revenue with solution. How much are they going to earn over the 3 years? So click on that cell, click on this auto sum, and we're going to look at total revenue for year 1. So click on that. Then hold down the control key on the keyboard, click on total revenue for year 2 and then total revenue for year 3. Press the tick and that should give us how much revenue we're going to expect over the 3 years. Then what we want to do is total without solution so we can compare it. And basically all we do for that is click auto sum, click on current annual revenue and times it by 3. So that's going to be the revenue over the 3 years. So our total additional revenue will be the difference between that and that. So click on that, hold control down, click that, change that into a minus. So we're getting that much in additional revenue with our solution. Let's format that, and then we're going to look at total profit after 3 years. So let's start with total additional revenue, which we're just getting from there. So remember, click auto sum, select that, it's already selected for us, press the tick, and that just basically copies the contents of that cell. Then we want annual running costs for 3 years. Now the thing is with this up here, this is only for 1 year. Okay, and we want to do this for 3 years. So click on that cell, click auto sum, click annual running costs, multiply it by 3. And that gives us the running costs over 3 years will be £81,000. Cost of solution, which remember is up there. So again, we'll just copy that. And then our total profit for 3 years is, start with that, press Control, select those, change that to minus, and that's a minus. So what it's doing is total additional revenue minus the running costs minus the cost of the solution. How much profit are we left with? It's that much. So remember to save that as PDF as well. So save as PDF. And then we have completed cost plan.